Oh, goodness gracious. It feels so good to be back. I am way too old to be doing cons. No, I'm just kidding. I was actually, it went well. First off, what's up, T-Bone, Ice Wolf, Paul Moisland? Thank you for the sub, Ice Conan Done. Thank you for the sub as well. 11 months. That's almost a year. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. My goodness, we're already hype training. Carlos, buddy. I love you, man. I wish I could be there to give you a big ol' hug. And your wife a big ol' hug with your permission. Buddy, no words. I just love you, dude. Lady, how are you doing? Thank you for the sub. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. We are level 1 hype trained. Already, it's like you missed me or something. I tell you, Jimmy the Breaker's in the house. Going on, Hellbolt. Love you, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. This, as you can imagine, there's so much for us to go over. What up, KP? I have not one, not two, but three. Three giveaways that need to be done. Oh, dangle! Dangle-lang, dangle-lang. 50% to the old hype train. I got things to open. I got the November giveaway to do. I got the TMNT. Jimmy. Live Jimmy. Everybody says hello. He says hello to me. Oh, buddy, yeah, so I have TMNT to give away. I have signed, sketched, and delivered to give away. So many things. 3 things to give away. I have a recap to give. I have my badge to show. My badge reveal, as you know. I collect all my con badges that I have signed by all the amazing artists. This year, however, I did not get to Mando Jimmy. That's right, he was the Mando. He got to meet some of the actors from The Mandalorian. He got to meet Molly Miller, who was absolutely lovely. She was young Princess Leia stunt double in Obi-Wan. She was also a Jawa, amongst other things. Shout out to her. We had Scoobs! Hello, Scoobs!
And I met Ross. Ross is the one that is, like, sitting down.
That's right. He got to meet some of the Mandalorians from the show, and they signed and autographed him some stuff. It was awesome.
I was shocked, and I was like, nah, Ross is going to heaven.
Yeah, that's right. So, I am going to do the giveaways a little bit later. Sorry, Ice Wolf, I know that you'll be sleeping soon. But you know that you're probably going to win 2 out of the 3 anyway, because you seem to only have to buy in once and win. I'm going to jump to the badge. We are going to start there, because the badge coincides with the beginning of the con. That kind of, said it. My phone's blowing up. So, I remember how these buttons work. I remember how to do my job. I don't think I ever knew how to do my job. So this was this year's LA Comic-Con exhibitors badge. Of course, Hype Train. That's right, we are 50% there. Let me get some auto zoom or focus. Let's go here. All right, so obviously I hung out with Kai. Kai is part of an interesting story that I have for a little bit later. But Kai actually gave me probably my second coolest moment of the con. Got to finally meet Mog Park. Oh my goodness, Mog is awesome. Dangle doing stuff. All-time record shattered on the hype train. 100%. The hype train level 2 is hype. It is over. It is done. We are on to level 3. So that's Kai. Every one of you hopefully knows that. Carlos is like, I know that one. I know that one.
Daddy met Tony Wiseau. You took me.
Thank you for spoiling it, Jimmy. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's why he's not allowed on camera anymore, is because he is a spoiler. He is Dr. Spoiler's little person. Hello, Doug. Good. Taking kids out to celebrate the flag football championship. Tell Michael I said congratulations, and now I set the expectation that he has to do that every year. Or else.
I thought we were gonna play put me on flag football, but you.
Tangle's like, I hate to interrupt, but we had to break that record. Now we're 77% way to level 3. Oh, Michael and Audrey. My bad. Audrey, forgive me. Forgive me. So yes, got to meet Mog Park. She was amazing. That is her signature. It is a cat. It is amazing. I love it. So here is how the con started, and I'm doing my badge thing to tell you this. This is how it started. We were set up. The con hadn't even started yet on Friday. I am admiring Balls Out. Anytime Balls Out, you have to admire them. And I'm looking at the case, and I'm standing there, and I'm making sure our cases look good. And this rock star looking dude with long, beautiful dark hair walks by with a handler and goes, "Oh, is one of my balls in there?" And I'm like, no, because I know every single artist that's in there. Thanks, KP. So he goes, "Oh, because I do that a lot." And when he looks up and stands up straight, he's like 6'3". I see his Kermit the Frog shirt, and I knew I recognized him from somewhere. I didn't remember how I recognized him, but I knew I recognized him. And it is Guy Gilchrist. For those who don't know who Guy Gilchrist is, Jimmy, no, you're not, you gotta stop, okay? Sorry about that. Jimmy needs to start learning hard lessons because asking him nicely hasn't been working. Guy Gilchrist is the person who worked with this guy by the name of Jim Henson. He also helped develop the Muppet Babies, the Muppets, as well as this show that was near and dear to my heart, Fraggle Rock. I loved Fraggle Rock. I was a big fan of the Trash Heap. So he's like, "Oh, what are these for?" And I explained it to him, and he's like, "Do you have a baseball?" I was like, "Yeah." He sat down right then and there. Oh man, I think I have it over here. Good, replace it. Okay, well, when that happens, buddy, you let me know. So he sits down right there, and knocks out this baseball right at the table before our con started. That way we could have one of his balls in the case. There it is, Guy Gilchrist. Signed it on the sweet spot because he knows what he's doing. He's been around this block. And a little Kermit and a little animal. So, as you know, I always have my badge signed every single show I go to from the very beginning. Woo! Thanks, everybody. Thank you for the hype. Ooh, we got a new emote. And there it is. 77% of level 3. All new all-time record. 10 subs, 25 bits. I love all your bits. I love all your bits. So, oh wow, there was like a gaggle. You now all have a gaggle of new emotes. Go ahead and check them out, courtesy of the Hype Train and Dangle and everyone else who participated. So I said, hey, this is a thing that I do every year. Usually it's on the last day, but since you're here, would you mind signing my badge? And he said, sure. All I did was ask him to sign it. And oh boy, meep. Sadly, my M did get a little rubbed off throughout the day. But how about a little beaker action? Full sketch remark on the back of the badge. It is a little battle worn. Marty Party, how are you doing, Marty? Marty is from the con. We should have a gaggle of new peeps that joined the DCD Collects family that are going to be in the chat today. So, what's going on, Marty Party? How are you doing? I am glad you made it. I am glad you chose to spend some of your Wednesday with us. So there you go. That was added to the collection. Glad to be here. I love it. So now we I feel like I've done this before. So now that will go on with the other autographs of all of the other legends that I hung out with. Yeah. Paul Maitland, artist extraordinaire, says, I've literally melted from all of the phrasing that you've been doing and just firing out there, DC. Is phrasing not a thing anymore? All right, we're going to give this away in a bit. We're going to give this away in a bit. We're even going to give this away in a little bit. As promised, when they sell out, they get given away. But first, before we give it away now. Dangle! Dangle said, OMG DC, you have 2023 Supercharged Series 3 edition. Give me some more. Give me some more. There's only one left after this. But 2022 Super Glow inaugural updated edition featuring 2 autographs is here. We also have Keepsake Edition, 1 box at $119.99. But we are going to start with some 2023 Supercharged for Dangle. Dangle Lang, let me write your name. Now it's yours. Yeah, definitely not going to get the Ruth sign ball. Maybe a different one. Maybe something else. Maybe that Dr. Dre cover that Q wants desperately. And I believe has a bounty on. ¿Qué pasó, papi?
Where's the funny joke?
What? It's okay. Oh, where are we at? Oh, I like it already. I mean, right off the bat, you got a sealed box, 2023 Pieces of the Past, one-time edition, Series 1. I mean, that is... Actually, we don't even have any more of these. Let's take a look inside. Let me move my screen over. All right. He's like, I would not be mad about Dre. Holy pajama party. George Washington. Oh, look at the aging on that document. I would say that is a fantastic start to our Wednesday. A handwriting sample of our dear, dear friend, George Herbert Washington. I mean, George Babe Washington. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, what's that about? Oh, look at there. What's that about? Oh, goodness. It's, wonder what that's all about. I love it. You should love it, too. That is gorgeous. We got some gold. I like gold. I'm not going to lie. It feels graded. It feels like a BGS graded slab is what it feels like. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Oh, Magic Johnson autograph? Are you kidding me? It is a 2001 Topps Chrome Magic reprint. Magic Johnson, authentic auto. How about them Lakers? Oh, look at what I got here. Oh, would you look at this? Would you look at this? It's magic. Oh, it's magic. Not gonna lie, pretty dang cool. There you go, Dangle. Boy, if the hits keep getting better, the last hit should be nuclear. Yeah, the Lakers yellow on there. Yeah, added to Lee's Magic collection, right? All right, here's the last item. Huh. Well, I know who this is. I know who this is because I'm a big follower of Bert Kreischer. Spice Girls? No, goodness. If it was Spice Girls, it would be worth a lot more than what this is. It's me calling a spade a spade. She is famous for being funny and, according to Bert Kreischer, hot. She is a comedian who had not only a Netflix special, but had some bit parts in some films. It is Eliza Schlesinger. I see how you could have thought it was the Spice Girls, as she is rocking 4 different versions of herself. But yeah, I mean, she's funny. She's more of a shock value type comedian, which I have outgrown in my years. I would say your first hit was amazing. Your second hit was fantastic. Your third hit was all right. It's all right. She is a very pretty comedian. Hey, Jim. Not your show. I want to bite your nose off. I'm gonna bite your nose off. That's right. I'm gonna bite my son's nose off because it's funny. Don's like, she makes me giggle. Is that what they're calling it now, Don? So I was going to tell you the story about Kai. Sorry, I had to open that box. There's many more to open. Okay, first of all, I also want to point this out because, I don't have any track. I just fly by the seat of my pants. So I'm going to pause that story. What you see behind me is, with the exception of manga and anime, what you see behind me is all that's left. Legit, that's it. This is all that's left. Everything else is sold out. There's only 5 90s left. 5, I believe. And then that's it. Then we do the Cheers giveaway. Those are sitting right here. That sold very well. TMNT, the doors were blown off of that. But before I get back into the product, I got to tell you the story about Kai. So it is day 2 of the con. And I love Kai. Kai, if you ever get to meet him, he's great. He's got a wonderful attitude. He's very positive. The dude just vibes. I love Kai. I do. His fiancée Jess is also an absolute doll. I love them both. I love the Kai household. Me and Kai have a lot of interests in common. So we are there. Can you show me what's in your cubby? I haven't. All of this stuff I have not done any shipping. I have not sorted any boxes yet. Everything is in one giant box from the con. I spent about 4 hours getting this back together, and getting the inventory done, as well as the giveaways, which, if you know, I have to manually go through and add in the giveaways. So I apologize, Carlos. I actually don't have everything separated by person yet. That'll be tomorrow as I ship. Doug's like, I was up there earlier today. Doug dropped off some boxes for me to put away. All but 2.5 of those are done. Other than that, 100% of the boxes I am. Need an assistant. Don, listen, hit the lottery, or retire with full pension. And I can pay you in hugs and artwork to be my assistant. Sepulros, que pasó, mi amigo? So Kai comes over and he's lit with excitement. Kai is jumping up and down and dang near skipping his way to the booth. Because as he later told me, I knew somebody at DCD Collects would appreciate this. If anybody in the entire con would, it would be somebody at DCD Collects. And that, my friend, would be this guy. Because everyone else looked at him like he was crazy, which he's not. He comes to me and goes, oh my God, dude, Tommy Wiseau is here. And I was like, shut up! Tommy Wiseau from The Room? No. As James said, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Yeah. So he's wearing a Oh Hi Mark shirt. Kai's wearing an Oh Hi Mark shirt, signed by Tommy on the lettering, and he's like, if you buy something, he'll give you a picture and sign it for free. And I was like, free fitty? I'm in. Show me free fitty, and I will produce something to buy from that table. So I get there. Don's like, I don't think they'd appreciate a tent in the DCD parking lot. It's just, Saboro's like, I had to stop and count the belts Tommy had on in that picture. For those who don't know, Tommy is from The Room. The Room is a movie that is singularly different than any other film ever made, because there was a movie made about the making of the movie, called The Disaster Artist. And it is OMG. It is a masterpiece. Not The Disaster Artist, it's The Room. As somebody who did actual acting, I did a movie for the History Channel back in, it was like 2009. On set, 3-day shoot, named character. Actually, I played 2 characters. Got paid, loved it. It was great. Was treated like a king for my days on set. Movie, unfortunately, it was a documentary. Did not come out. Was in the can. Did not get picked up. Everyone got paid, so I didn't care. I just wanted it. So as somebody who has actually been in filmmaking to a degree, and somebody who was a theater actor and actually had to go through the production of stage production, behind the scenes and above, cast and crew. You can watch The Room and see everything that went wrong very openly. Certain scenes, the editing was so bad, certain scenes actually started with the actors in place and then they all started moving as if action was called after they rolled, and they didn't cut the beginning of the roll. So, I digress. It's Tommy Wiseau. If you know, you know. If you don't, go watch it and tell me how many minutes you get in before you turn it off. I've watched the whole thing 4 times. And you know what? It keeps getting better every time I see it. So I go there and it's everything you expect. It is a ripped sign that has been taped together on top of a pole. There is a single folding table with no cloth over it and just piles, disorganized piles. I'm actually telling you how great this is. I'm not knocking it. It's so on brand, it's amazing. Stuff is on piles. And there's prices that are written in giant Sharpie marker on white sheets of paper with lines slashed through them and new prices scribbled over the side of them. It's that glorious. He's selling jackets. He's selling underwear, which in hindsight, I should have bought the underwear because that's just hilarious. And he had t-shirts, scripts. He had a football he was throwing around with people. Listen, I'm not mocking Tommy. I love it. The dude is a branding genius. He is his own brand. So I'm like, what am I going to buy? Mrs. the Breaker will not be upset if I splurge right now. So I pick up, he's got a script, not like a condensed fake script. It is a full-blown photocopy of his script with notes included in it. And they even said, by the way, if you're looking for the quote, it's on 57. I was like, no, he's signing the cover. So I get the script. There's no line. Nobody is there. It's just me and me. Well, I mean, Kai brought me back to it. But I am just, it is fantastic. So I get there. I get the script. I paid $20. 20. I paid $20. No tax. I just gave him a 20. I paid the 2 dudes that I don't want to, listen. They were special individuals. Those 2 dudes, I don't want to describe them on camera. I get sued. They were wonderful people. I wish I could. You know what? This will be a private conversation. I'll describe them in a private setting where nobody can see us. Maybe on Discord. But they were very happy to help me. And he's like standing there waiting for me, takes his mask off. He stands next to me. He's like, I walk up to him, I go, Tommy, I said, you know what I said, Mr. Wiseau, you know what I love about you, dude? I was like, you just did it on your own. The thing was tanking. You just said, I will direct it. I will write it. I will star in it. Like, you just did it on your own. You did not care what anybody said. You did it by yourself. And he's like, oh, thank you. That's so kind. So this dude, so here it is. I gotta find the unedited photos. All right, let me get the old zoom. I'm sorry, focus, not zoom.
So on Instagram, I saw your new profile.
I know.
On Fortnite. I'm in the house Fortnite.
All right, so there it is. And he writes to DC, Love is Blind. Love Tommy Wiseau. And the date. P.S. Be good. Love TW. Oh, goodness gracious. It was everything. It was just rolling racks of stuff. And that was it. That was the side table. That one actually did have something over it.
Mommy was like, oh my god, where's the Wiso?
So I run back to Mrs. the Breaker, who was away from the thing, and she's like, oh my god, Tommy Wiseau is here? You're kidding me. I'm like, no. And I showed her the script, I showed her the photo, she's like, this is effing amazing. I want to get my picture too. Sadly, when we went back, he was doing a Q&A. But he is there, and he's like taking multiple pictures. In the middle of it, he just goes, Mom. So I got this. It's so great. It's so great. He's and then I get the final one where he actually smiles. I mean, What We Do in the Shadows, two of the best cosplays I'd ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that.
They were I had a great time.
They
It
were
was
hilarious.
wunderbar.
What?
So yeah. Unfortunately, Mrs. the Breaker did not get to meet Tommy. So that was my moment. Kai was happy and that I at least was in on it. Everyone else, Doug, Trevor, were like, I got no dukes. Maria knew and Lee knew. But I was all in. I actually may purchase one of his jackets because they're flashy, and so just expect that to happen at some point. All right. So that was my big funny moment. Awesome moment to hang out with Tommy for a few moments. Kai got to play football with, and they started tossing a football around, which I'm jelly I didn't get to do that. I digress. It was great. It was a good show. What's up, Chef? How you doing? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so, who wants a giveaway? You're not in. You just keep playing Fortnite. All right, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to be anticlimactic about this. I'm going to start with the November giveaway because it's December 6th. Well, everybody, whoop, that's the wrong button. There's a good button. It came down to 76 entrants. 76 entrants. From December 1st, from November 1st to November 30th. I am going to do one random just to break up all of the names, and then from there I will cut and paste that and we'll do our 7. For those who don't remember what our giveaway was, it is the Gus Mauk sketch cover. I just need to keep this up at all times. It is the Superman #1 Gus Mauk sketch cover. That's not printed. That's original art. So the first one, just to break up all the names, is right there. We are going to copy that. And then we're going to do it officially 7 times. All right, whoever's on top at the end of 7 gets the comic. Good luck, everybody. Thank you, everyone who made a purchase in the month of November. You are the real VIPs and MVPs of all of this, so thanks again. I specifically hope you win. You know who I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Whoever's on top is the big winner. Ice! Ice Wolf! Ice Wolf! Ice Wolf, I told you were going to win 2 out of the 3. What up, nerd? Ice Wolf, congratulations! You, sir, are the November winner of the Gus Mauk sketch cover. Do do do. And let's make that bold. And let's center it. There it is, homie. You got it. For those who are wondering, Ice Wolf had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries. Let me get that over here. Okay. Is that your tablet going off? Is that mommy? Well, Jimmy, I shouldn't be the one checking. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. Mommy was FaceTiming. All right, Ice, you got that one. You know what? Let's just move on. Let's just get to the next one.
I'm playing Madden. Why you called?
Oh, goodness gracious. Let me tell you a story about TMNT.
What?
Let me tell you this story about TMNT. As you know,
I can't hear you.
somebody is going to be getting the Kevin Eastman, Ben Bishop remarked Raphael Ronan series. Now I want to tell you, so we get these super fans. Susie, and I didn't ask, but I'm going to assume Susie's husband. Susie and her husband are filming. They're on they're live streaming. They are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle super fans. When I say they are super fans, they have the single largest collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle memorabilia that I have ever seen in my entire life. We're talking 2-story library-sized room filled with nothing but sealed TMNT items. They saw we had a TMNT box that featured original art, and they were like, I'll take 2. They are looking for the cells and other things that were in there. At that point in the evening, the cells were a 50% shot. There was 12 boxes. I'm sorry, the hits were 50% shot. Of the hits, 50% were cells. 6 hits, 3 cells, 12 boxes. Do your math. So I tell them this, and they're like, cool, we're in. 2 boxes. Get 2 boxes. They get the original art, which is fantastic. A lot of it featured by Jess Cuff, who, as we know, was a storyboard artist on TMNT. So they were stoked about that. He's like, I want the hits. 2 more. 2 more boxes. Straight art. Wow. Now I'm like, what's going on here? This mathematically means you should have gotten something. They're like, well, then we're going to run it again. I'm like, oh boy, now we're going to give away a cell. He wants the Shredder cell. That's what he's telling me. So Susie buys 2 more. In the last box, there is the Kevin P. West Amazing Raphael, the one that could easily be a sticker. That is on there. Math is a dirty word. So, but then no selling. They're like, all right, well, we're stopping there. I was like, dang, this is nuts. This is, wow. I feel terrible. Awful. Ice Wolf jumps in with a sale shortly afterwards, and the very next box was the Shredder cell. I was like, holy buckets. If they would have just pulled the trigger one more time, they would have got the exact item that they wanted. I felt terrible. I felt great for Ice Wolf. Felt terrible for Susie. I told them, hey, don't worry, the Kevin Eastman, Ben Bishop sign thing, you now have like a lion's share of the chances, like 25% of the chance. So I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, they did, KP. They did. They got you, they got I think Maitland, and they got Jess. Got a plethora. Like really. I'm not gonna lie, folks. You know I love everybody. You know that I want everybody to get something, and I want everybody to get the hits. That's why we pack such a high percentage of hits into our product. I'm not going to lie when I say I actually want Susie to win this giveaway. Now, you are going to watch me do this live, and actually, I'm probably breaking a lot of rules by saying I have a favorite, but I really hope that this goes for them because they were nothing but the nicest people in the world. And then at the end of the con, they actually came back and offered to help out with a future fundraiser that's going to involve something I can't talk about yet, but they are donating some stuff. And we are going to make a probably, if not our next, the one after that, idea for raising money is going to be. Oh, James, you're too loud. Go in your office, honey. Turn that off and go in your office. So, they are wonderful. So, not gonna lie, I can't talk about it, but something big is on the horizon. With that said, again, I hate to say there's favoritism, but goodness gracious, I really hope. Now, listen. Again, I want everybody to win, but man, oh man, I hope Susie comes through on this because you should have seen how awful I felt that none of the cells popped for her. And then instantly, they popped for Ice Wolf. And then we told Andrew there's 2 cells left. There's 3 boxes remaining. Andrew looks at me and goes, "Can I just buy it out?" Yes, Andrew. Yes, you can. And that's what he did. And he got both cells. So they were in there. It was just a matter of where. All right, so let me let's get here. Now, anybody who bought something from the con, I do have everybody's contact information. I have emails. If anybody from the con wins, I will email you from my personal email to get your address. I asked nobody for their address because it's private information. So here we go. 25. I think it was 25. Is it 25 or 23? Yeah, 25 boxes. We're going to random this 7 times. Whoever's on top gets the Kevin Eastman signed, Ben Bishop signed, remarked, Raphael. Let's get it. Good luck, everybody involved. All right, survey says Susie! Susie! There it is! That good karma! I told you! My goodness, that sweet, sweet karma. Susie, you are getting the book. I hate to be the one to pull the trigger and call the shot, but it happened because I'm not gonna lie. Boy, oh boy, did Susie and her husband, do they deserve this item. Because they are dedicated TMNT fans. You saw it live. You watched it get randomed. There it is. Susie is on top. And 7 times is the number. Oh, goodness gracious. I am going to feel a heck of a lot better about their con right now. I will send that email out. Toot sweet. Let me get her email address.
But I just hit stick this guy. It was really cool. I hit stick Russell Wilson.
There it is. Put that there, and I will remember. Carlos is like, you should have stopped at 6. Hey, man, I'm sorry. But it's always 7. All right, let's get rid of that. Now, we're on to a horse of a different color. Roy Thomas signed Mark Teixeira Wolverine sketch cover on issue 1 of 6, Powers of X. That is from Signed, Sketched, and Delivered. All right. Whoever's on top at the end of this, it is a 1 in 10 shot here. Let's get it. All right. No whammies, no whammies. Big sketch cover. Nerd! Nerd! It only takes one for Nerd to pull it off. Congratulations, Nerd! For those who don't know, Nerd of Many Faces is a con staple. Fantastic cosplay. He's like, and all-round good person. Actually, I want to say like Nerd was the very first sale of the con, if I'm not mistaken. He came by as like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, Nerd. That's yours, homie. I will have that out tomorrow. I hear that. I hear that in Ogre's voice. Nerds. Nerds. He's like, I had cash in hand. All right, let me put a post-it note so that I don't forget, because, you know, I are dumb. Okay. Let me make that one go away now. Now, what's next, you ask? In theory, if people are feeling saucy, the Spider-Verse only has 4 left. 90s has 5 left. Team-ups, it's about halfway through. I'm not even going to click on manga because it'll be kind of depressing. But both of these giveaways would be triggered if sold out. So, for 90s and Spider-Verse, let's talk about hits. I'm gonna need that. All right, let me just make sure I'm not missing any. Nope, that's not the right one. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Spider-Verse. That is the giveaway. We are 4 away from that giveaway. 90s. Because when you come to DCD Collects, everybody knows your name. It was only fitting that Kevin P. West did Cheers, Cliff and Norm, each and every one of us to each other in this group. There is a giveaway. We are 5 boxes away from there. The hits, he says. What hits are left in the 90s? Actually, I haven't. That's the one box I haven't unpacked. One I have in hand is that one right there. The rest of them are in a box. Let me see if there's anything that I can't show. Yeah, I can show this. Here we go. I'll show you right here. All the rest are in that box right there. Maybe Kevin, or maybe not. Oh, goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, Superior Court. Hello, Courtney. Courtney joined us on Friday to help with the fan scan. She is an absolutely wonderful to talk to human being. And we found her with 24/7 at San Diego Comic-Con. She was such a delight to hang out with that we invited her to hang out with us on Friday and help us in the booth. And it was great. If you are not following her on Instagram and you like everything that goes on in the world, you should be following her. Absolutely. KP's like, Court is a beautiful soul. I concur. Fantastic human being. Got a lot of time to chat. And she is absolutely great. So good to see you. Thank you for stopping in as well. You can be in the chat. You will see the insane number of artists that come hang out with us. You will hear Jimmy the Breaker in the background. You'll hear Mrs. the Breaker chatting. We are one big happy family here. She's like, you talk me up too much. You guys are awesome. Hey, listen, I only speaketh the truth. It's kind of my brand. It's my brand. My brand is truths. My brand is truths. Yeah. I think I have gone over. We sold a Sean Chen. We lowered the price on the Sean Chen. That dropped down to $199.99 for the show. I think we're going to keep it at that price because somebody did buy it at the show. They got, excuse me. It's all that carbonated water. They got, if I'm not mistaken, was it X-Men that they got? I have to think. It wasn't Iron Man. I want to say it was an X-Men page. We brought back We've Got You Covered. That's right there as well. Dangle, thank you, sir. You are a kind soul. Court, now you are official. Now you can use the most ridiculous emojis on all of Twitch. They're there. They are there. But yeah, it was tons of fun. Amalgamation is still up there. Dangle says, you better give me that last box. Well, here it is. The last box. Dangle says, I love me some Super Break 2023 Supercharged Series 3 Edition. After that lovely box that we just got, I need to see another one. Now, in addition, something we've never had before, I do need to plug. 2022 Superglow inaugural update featuring 2 autographs Pele is in this. I just want to point that out. We've opened, I think, 2 or 3 boxes of this, and nothing I would consider a case hit. I think we're doing those for $99.99. They were very inexpensive. Dangle, you have triggered a buyout giveaway. A secret buyout giveaway. In addition to this 2023 Supercharged Series 3, as a sellout bonus, you, sir, are getting a 2021 inaugural edition Super Break Sports box, courtesy of Uncle Doug and our friends at Super Break. Here you go, homie. We will open that right after. Well, KP, somebody heard me talking about this at the table and said, I'll take 3 of these. I will take 2 of the founders, and I'll take, I don't remember what the other one was. And we were like, okay, go get it. I like gold. Sabirka's like, oh, it's an unboxing. So Court, this is actually, really what I do. Dangle, I don't know. He took it home. He likes to open his own stuff. I have no idea what he got, but I do know one of his boxes were super heavy. Another person bought one, and got a Cortland Sutton autographed jersey. You, sir, get a 1-of-1, the card players, by Paul Cézanne. So, just a little 1-of-1. I had to fix that autofocus, don't I? Oh, I like more gold. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's usually a good sign. Oh, good old George Pickens. Hello, Mr. Pickens. Wow, he actually signed his full name. Wide receiver of the Steelers, numbered 37 out of 50. He's from Hoover, Alabama. All right, let's get rid of that autofocus. Let's have can we get a little bit of production quality here? There we go.
Yeah, he took me to BJ's.
There you go. I'm going to put those together and back in the gold. I see an autograph. I've seen an autograph that we have seen before, but nonetheless, a good one. We didn't see this one today, but we've seen this in the past. Dangle, I think you may actually have one of these. So now you have one to keep and one to sell. It's former champ BJ Penn. Probably wouldn't have bought this if I had known about the Sutton signed jersey beforehand. Well, you didn't ask. So there you go. And honestly, Dangle, your last box was way better than the Sutton box. The Sutton box was only the Sutton jersey. That was pulled by the Big Scum. He is the Big Scum on Instagram. That's his name. That's his nickname. He pulled that. He was stoked about it. So there you go. And then your free Uncle Doug bonus. Right here. Let's see if we can get that sweet, sweet shirtless Matt Jones. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. BJ Penn was an amazing talent. BJ Penn just needed to retire when his time was right. He fell victim, like the Iceman, of staying a little bit too long. Ronnie Maurizio. That is out of $1.75. He's like, I don't want anything to do with Mac Jones. Have I been keeping up with the lawsuit? Oh, I'm watching it, absolutely. I haven't seen anything in the last week because I admittedly been a little bit busy this week. So if there's new revelations for the last week, I don't know them. Oh, that's Kayshawn Booty, famous for being thrown off of LSU for having a naughty party. That's going to be a 6 out of 10. Would have been more appropriate if it was numbered 6 out of 9. Wow. Doesn't want to go in. There we go. Listen, I'm a Bills fan, but I'm going to say something about Mac Jones. Mac Jones is on a team with one of the worst offensive lines on the planet. He averages less than 2.8 seconds to release a ball. He has a team full of wide receivers that rank 27th in separation and breakaway. I think Mac Jones, while maybe not the starting quarterback caliber, is not bad if you put him in a situation that has an offensive line and receivers that actually can do their job. Hey, Brooke. I again not a New England fan, hate New England passionately, but I don't think we can put all of that on Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is a David Carr situation. David Carr, there's a nice breeze. Famously first overall pick in the expansion draft to the Texans. Offensive line was in a shambles, one of the most sacked quarterbacks per dropback in history. But could have been a really great game manager, and I think Mac Jones can manage the game, but he isn't given any of the tools to succeed. JT Daniels, look at that head of hair. From Irvine, California. I know where that is. Oh, Sapporo's, man, I would love to see that. I have been grandstanding from the beginning. And I've been saying they've been not paying their people, and it has not even been close. And they should have been giving them way more money. So it'll be good to see how much money they're making so that we can officially boo that man. I hate Dana White. My disdain for him is well documented. Each took $360 million from the sale, or from salaries while they owned it. I believe they took $360 million from the sale, easily each. If that's what they made during the ownership, well, then that's robbery. Oh, that was the pay. Yeah, see, again, that's why boxers can make $100 million in 3 years, because they promote themselves and they give cuts to everyone else as opposed to them getting a cut from everyone else. So believe me, if boxing can generate that type of money, and very few people watch boxing anymore, you just imagine what the UFC was pulling in its prime time and what those fighters should have been paid for arguably getting more beat up and brutalized than a boxer does. I have been a strong proponent of unionizing the UFC, and I have been a strong opponent of Dana White, giving him the credit for saving the UFC. I also give him credit for destroying many lives. I don't doubt it. I do not doubt all of those words. Yeah. Yeah, Dana White is a. This is not my channel. This is the company channel. I can't tell you exactly how I feel about Dana White. All right, so now I have a giant hole right there in my shelf. I'll have to find something to do it when there. May have to call Super Breaks about getting another order in, because goodness gracious, did Super Breaks sell really well as a retail product at the con, as did our product, which made me feel really good. I had a nice warm fuzzy feeling about that. It was some good stuff. Bill Belichick needs to retire. I wouldn't mind Bill Belichick retiring. If he retires, he just needs to walk away from the sport. No GMing, no scouting. Just go home to your wife and your dogs and enjoy a life lived. It's time for the next person. Put your boy Matt Patricia in charge of the Patriots. See how that goes. What else do we have? What else? You can probably see where I nicked myself shaving. Jeff's like, just go home. In wrestling terms, yes, he needs to just go home too. I mean, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I have any more goodies or spoilers for you. Oh, I do have something that is really cool. Well, I mean, it is a Wednesday after a con, KP. So Mog Park actually came by to talk to us. So, Mog Park, wonderful artist. I think she's great. She also has like a really awesome pair of glasses. They're red. I may copy the style because they're great. She said, "Did you know what I did to your ball?" And I was like, "Nobody told me anything." She came here to sign it because she had noticed that she did not sign it, so there's her signature. She said this entire ball has been twice coated with a matte varnish, or I'm sorry, a semi-gloss varnish that contains crushed amethysts. I'm not lying. Finely crushed amethysts. I said, I knew it had a purple hue to it. She said, get your phone out and put your flashlight on it. And sure enough, look at that. This ball is covered in micro ground amethyst dust. Thanks, Court. We like them too. She's like, you have no idea how expensive that ball was to make. I was like, I do now. Wow. So yeah, you can see it. She said, those are amethyst crystals.
Mommy, I'll be right back.
Finely ground. Yeah, baby boy. What's up, duty?
My battery's dead.
Okay, let me switch it out. Yeah. Sorry, gotta do dad stuff for a moment.
Why do you have a mystery cat?
I don't know. Why do you have a mystery cat?
That's you.
All right, Puppy Chulo, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you. you. Love you.
Oh, crap. Oh, ah!
We love each other here.
Yeah, he gave me 1 year battery.
I mean, this just gets better and better. It does.
I'm playing Madden, but I kind of want. What?
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm just building on my player upgrade.
All right. I'm gonna call last call on the night, and we can do this again tomorrow. So final last call. It's just last call. Last call for purchases.
I want to.
Tomorrow we are back again. Friday we are back again, and if anything sells out, we are gonna be randoming as well.
Can you hear me?
FSU did get screwed, and it goes to show you that the NCAA and college football as a whole doesn't care about anything other than ratings and revenue, because they thought the Bama game would be a better game and better for ratings, so they said, FSU, not enough people have followed you since Burt Reynolds died, so we are going to snub you because we don't care about the athletes. We care about the almighty dollar and how we can line our pockets, and whoever gets screwed be damned. Oh, Rick is in the house. What's going on, Rick? Give me a beat, Morty. I love you all. He's like, oh, my browser is so cuffed at the moment. I can't do anything Twitch related. Thank you for being amazing, DC. Rick, you're amazing. I want you to go around all day tomorrow at work and be like, you know what? DC says I'm amazing. I don't care what any of you say. DC says I'm amazing. And I bet you everybody in the chat thinks you're amazing too. I love you, dude.
What are you trying to say?
Michigan FSU defense battle would be awesome. So, yes, KP, it would be awesome. It would be awesome for people who love football. But they don't care about people who love football. They care about an offense versus a defense instead of a defensive stand on both sides of the ball. Two strong defenses do not make for good football for people who are not fans of football. It's a fact. There's been a couple of Super Bowls that have proved that. I walk with that DC thinks I'm an amazing strut constantly, just like I hope you do with Rick loves the heck out of me strut. I do. I actually was rocking that strut on Sunday in my purple birthday suit through the Comic-Con, and we had one of the best days ever for a con on Sunday, and it was because of that Rick loves the heck out of me strut that I was rocking. If you don't believe me, just ask Trevor and Doug. They knew that I had a little pip in my step. Oh, Courtney, this is how it is every day. This is not just for show. This is... I dare you to tune in any one of the days that I am here, and you are going to feel the same thing. If you really want to feel the warm, tingly fuzzies, then you need to watch the last, 45 seconds of every one of my videos when I say goodbye to people. I'm going to be real. I'm going to give my last call about 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna send y'all off on your merry way anyway. While I'm doing that, also, hi! Ladies like, where's my hello? Let me see if we have another streamer worth bringing you to. Oh, Kaiser. Kaiser's on. Yeah, we're gonna raid Kaiser. We like good art. Alright, final last call. Final last call. I'm checking my screen. No new orders. Let's go. Alright, Papi Chulo. Cállate un momento, por favor. I'm gonna say goodbye now, okay?
Okay, Mommy, I have to go.
No, you don't have to go. Just I need you to not yell for 1 minute.
Okay.
Gracias.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not yet.
Order is in.
He said I can't.
No, go ahead, buddy. I have to do. I have another order, Poppy.
Okay.
Oh no, Dangle never. You know what, James? Dangle is actually causing strife in our family right now because he was just joking. So I do need you to be quiet again. I love you. I'll be right back. All right, let's get you over here. You bamboozled me, hornswoggled, if you will.
That's it. What? Yes, the rest of the guns are bad. I'm the advanced forces in the military.
All right. All right, everybody. Here we go. The con was wonderful. I can't wait to share even more stories as they come out. We're gonna see what Kaiser is up to. But tonight, like every night, I just need to let you know that I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so that we can do this again tomorrow because it doesn't work without you. So be here or be trapezoidal. We're gonna see what Kaiser is up to, and by the look of the preview, it's some good stuff. Take care, be safe. I love you all, and good night.